Welcome back, crypto fam. Decentralized exchanges are said to be the wave of the future for exchanging crypto, and an early player, Bancor, was the first network to allow peer-to-peer cross-chain conversions without requiring users to give up their private keys. I'm Chris from Exodus, and today we'll be unraveling the protocol of the Bancor network. Way back in 2017, Bancor's ICO set a world record, raising over $153 million in Ethereum tokens in just 3 hours. BNT was one of the first major ERC20 tokens, which made it a guinea pig for the Ethereum's network. This project was named after the supranational currency proposed by the British economist John Maynard Keynes. Keynes' Bancor would serve as a, quote, unit of account used to monitor international flows of assets and liabilities. This unit of account is merely a representation of something else, meaning gold can be used to buy Bancors, but Bancors could not be exchanged for gold. In Keynes' model, all international trades would be valued and traded in Bancor, bypassing the headache and costs of currency conversion rates. This brings us to the present day 2020, where the Bancor network exists. But this time, we no longer need to trust people or banks with our assets. The blockchain provides security, and smart contracts allow us to trust the code and programming. While BNT may sound similar to a stablecoin, it's quite different because the token is used to power its own network. BNT's price is not pegged to any external assets and can fluctuate with the market. Bancor's network aims to exchange tokens directly with other coins, without the help of cryptocurrency stock markets or exchanges. The Bancor protocol is comprised of a network of smart contracts called liquidity pools. These liquidity pools are designed to perform algorithmic token trades and pooling of on-chain liquidity. In Bancor version 1, liquidity providers needed to hold BNT tokens on the network as well as the token they were providing liquidity for, essentially meaning liquidity providers had risk exposure to two separate assets. And as the world of DeFi matured, other platforms became more profitable for investors because they could provide liquidity in a single asset and earn rewards while simultaneously using a non-reserve currency to trade with. Bancor will follow suit in Bancor V2, where an investor can provide liquidity to an automated market maker while being exposed to a single token. Let's take a closer look into how this works. Liquidity on Bancor is provided by the thousands of unaffiliated users who each receive a share of Bancor's trading fees. This means that you could provide liquidity to the Bancor network and gain rewards in transaction fees. I'll use 3 people in this analogy. You, the liquidity provider, we'll say Jason and Holly. Lastly, Bancor produce. Jason is a small coffee farmer, and Holly owns a few banana trees. Sometimes Jason and Holly would like to trade coffee for bananas, but that would involve going to the bank to withdraw cash, since bartering is no longer a social norm. Wouldn't it be nice if they could just trade coffee for bananas? Well, maybe they can, but what if there are 10 Jasons with 10 types of coffee and 10 Hollys, one even selling plantains? All of a sudden, it's not so simple. Different Jasons have different qualities of coffee, and how does each Jason know which Holly has enough bananas for his fancy coffee? That's where you, the liquidity provider, and Bancor Produce come into the picture. You're a big businessman who owns 10 coffee companies. You have so much extra coffee that you're wondering what to do with it. Bancor Produce allows you to deposit your coffee where you can essentially earn interest from your investments. If 50 providers all deposit coffee and bananas, now you have a large pool that Jason and Holly can trade in and out of, satisfying both of their demands. Jason pays with a little extra coffee, while Holly pays with an extra banana as the transaction fee. You, as the liquidity provider, get to keep that extra coffee because you contributed to the pool. Now, imagine if Nathan enters the picture with apples, Cynthia has chocolate, John has eggs, and each produce has their own pool provider. This quickly creates a large network, and Bancor Produce is now a fully self-sufficient grocery store that people can use to trade produce. The Bancor network essentially provides this service for crypto. Jason and Holly are the users, and Coffee and Bananas are Ethereum and EOS. You, as the liquidity provider, would stake Ethereum directly into the EOS liquidity pool. John and Holly can trade their ETH and EOS directly on the Bancor network, while you earn transaction fees for being a liquidity provider. Bancor was first listed in June 2017, starting with a value around $4. BNT rose to $10 in just 6 months at the height of the last bull run in January 2018. Following the rest of the crypto market, BNT eventually fell to a record low of just 13 cents in March 2020. Much of this was due to strict regulations, and eventually the use of BNT was banned from the United States. Despite its struggles, Bancor launched V2 in July 2020, breathing new life into the project. Bancor claims to have processed over $2 billion in trade across many tokens, and stakers have earned millions in transaction fees. The Bancor network is completely decentralized and allows users to swap ERC20 and EOS tokens with over 100 different trading pairs. Users can trade directly on the network with the Bancor wallet. It eliminates the need for centralized exchanges and is the first network to allow cross-chain conversions without requiring users to give up their private keys. Of course, the ecosystem has expanded, and Bancor is not the only DEX in the game. What do you guys think about Bancor? Will they be able to overcome the trials and tribulations of regulation in the United States, or withstand the new platforms taking a large part of the market? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you'd like to exchange other tokens like Bitcoin or Ethereum for BNT, or simply hold your BNT tokens in a secure and easy to use wallet, Exodus has you covered. Also, if you want to find more about the Bancor protocol, click the link above. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more crypto videos from Exodus. Until next time, hold on.